Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will change everything you thought about the NFL offseason. It's bigger than a rumor. This is a potential game changer that could shake the very foundation of the San Francisco 49ers and the entire league as we know it. Right now, behind the closed doors of NFL powerhouses, a clandestine operation is unfolding that defies logic, defies the odds, and involves a name that, until now, was believed to be untouchable. An elite, game-changing superstar who might soon be donning the red and gold of the 49ers. Yes, you heard that right, and I can guarantee, without a shadow of a doubt, that what I'm about to reveal may only scratch the surface of a secret so explosive, so seismic, that it could redefine the landscape of the NFL for years to come. My sources just confirmed something huge, information so sensitive, so confidential, that it's being kept under lock and key in league offices across the country. Phones are ringing off the hook, agents are whispering in smoky back rooms, and front offices are scrambling to hide the magnitude of what's happening right now. All of this happening as we speak. An acquisition that seemed impossible just days ago, no, scratch that, just hours ago, now appears to be edging closer to becoming reality. Why is this so massive? Think about it. Imagine a player, a true superstar, elite at his position, a dominant force on the field, who's been the subject of countless rumors yet never thought to be available. Now consider the chaos that would erupt if this player left his current team, not through injury or retirement, but via a blockbuster trade that could alter the NFL's power dynamics. The front offices are in a frenzy. Confidential meetings, encrypted calls, private jets flying under the radar, nothing is being left to chance. Every detail, every whisper, every tip is being scrutinized, analyzed, and strategized in real time, all to understand how this could even be possible. And here's the kicker. My intel suggests there's a secret plan in motion, a secret that only a handful of insiders know. They're moving pieces on a chessboard that stretches from Dallas to San Francisco, with a pivotal piece set to switch sides. And if this happens, it could mirror the biggest trades in NFL history. Think Herschel Walker or the infamous Ramsey deal. Only this time it's even more audacious, even more groundbreaking. So I ask you, are you ready to see behind the curtain, to understand what's really happening in the shadows of the NFL's elite? Because what I'm about to reveal might just be the most explosive, most shocking, most awe-inspiring NFL insider story you've ever heard, and it's unfolding right now. The clock's ticking. The decisions are being made, and the next 48 hours could be the most critical window in NFL history. If you want to know who could be the next legend to switch jerseys, if you want to see the hidden battle raging behind closed doors, then stay tuned, because what I'm about to tell you will blow your mind. Now let's set the scene. The San Francisco 49ers, one of the most formidable, most innovative teams in the league, are quietly plotting their next move. The offseason has barely begun, yet the whispers in the NFL corridors tell a different story. The Niners, led by coach Kyle Shanahan and GM John Lynch, are desperate to get back to the Super Bowl, after falling just shy in Super Bowl LIV and then again in LVII. But despite a roster brimming with talent, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, they have a gaping hole on their offensive line that threatens their championship dreams. Their current right tackle, solid but aging, has shown signs of wear and tear. They've been searching for a game changer, a difference maker to fortify their front and protect their franchise quarterback. For months now, secret meetings have taken place. Encrypted calls in dimly lit conference rooms. Private jets whisking executives to undisclosed locations. The goal: to find that one piece, someone who can elevate their offensive line from good to unstoppable. And in those secret conversations, a name kept coming up. A player whose trade value has been underestimated, whose potential is only now beginning to be fully appreciated. A player who, despite some recent bumps in the road, possesses the raw talent, the physicality, the veteran savvy that San Francisco craves. And then it happened. The turning point. The moment when everything changed. I'm talking about Terrence Steele. Yes, Terrence Steele, one of the most intriguing yet underrated offensive tackles in the NFL, caught the attention of the 49ers inner circle. My sources confirm that Dallas's team brass has been quietly exploring options for Steele, agonizing over whether to cut, trade, or extend him this offseason. The Cowboys, facing a gigantic salary cap crunch, $22 million over and desperate to clear space, have been contemplating their options. Steele, once a rising star, a key piece in Dallas's offensive line, has seen his stock fall precipitously in 2025. His performance last year was shaky, penalties, sacks allowed, inconsistent play, yet his raw talent remains undeniable. The Cowboys are eager to move him, either to free up massive cap space or to cut ties altogether. And San Francisco, they see an unpolished diamond in Steele, a 6'6", 315-pound beast with extraordinary athleticism and a mean streak. His resume reads like a Hollywood script, undrafted out of Texas Tech, undaunted, fighting his way through the practice squad, earning a starting spot by 2020. Over the years, Steele became Dallas's rock at right tackle, starting 83 of 88 games in his career. His quickness off the line, his ability to seal the edge in the run game, and his raw power have always been his calling cards. He's the type of player who, when at his best, dominates opponents and opens massive running lanes. In 2022, Steele was climbing the ranks, making his first Pro Bowl and earning All-Pro mentions, before suffering a devastating ACL and MCL injury. Since then, critics say his play has slipped. The penalties have increased, 6 in 2025 alone, and his pass protection has been inconsistent, allowing too many sacks and hits. But beneath that rough season lies a player with untapped potential, a pro-ready talent whose physical tools are still among the league's best. And here's where things get even crazier. The 49ers see Steele not just as a fix for their line, but as a cornerstone for their future. His contract, signed in September 2023, a 5-year, $86.8 million extension, gives him a cap hit of nearly $18.125 million in 2026. But sources say the Niners are prepared to offer a lucrative deal, possibly restructuring or extending, to persuade Dallas to part with him. Their goal? To secure Steele as the anchor of their offensive line for years to come, protecting Brock Purdy and paving the way for new offensive innovations. But why Steele? What makes him the perfect fit? Consider the scheme. Kyle Shanahan's offense demands agility, versatility, and the ability to adapt on the fly, traits Steele has in spades. He's a technician in the run game, a man-block specialist, with a freakish wingspan and quick feet that can match up against elite pass rushers. His mobility fits Shanahan's zone-blocking scheme like a glove. Plus, at 28, Steele is entering his prime, ready to rediscover his form and become the dominant force he was potential-wise before injuries slowed him down. And your question, what makes this even more astonishing, is the fact that NFL insiders are buzzing about how close this deal is to happening. Rumors swirl that a mutual interest exists between Lynch and Steele's camp, and league authorities are whispering that other teams, rival superpowers, are desperately trying to block this move, fearing the chaos it would unleash. They know Steele's raw talent, combined with the NFL's evolving offensive schemes, could turn the tide for San Francisco and make them unstoppable. And here's the kicker. The NFL media, yes, the very giants we trust to report the truth, are already talking about Steele as a future All-Pro candidate if he finds the right team and system. The major sports outlets have begun to subtly hint at a hidden jewel, a player on the cusp of stardom, waiting for the right opportunity. And if San Francisco pulls this off, it would be one of the most shocking, most talked-about moves in recent NFL history. A trade that redefines value, reveals new truths about talent assessment, and sends shockwaves through every NFL front office. Believe me when I say this isn't just idle speculation. My sources confirm the groundwork has already been laid. Phone calls have been exchanged. An internal proposal is being drafted and the clock is ticking. In the next 48 hours, everything could change. Steele, the undervalued gem, might be headed west, to the city of champions, to the team of destiny. And when that happens, history will remember this moment as the day the San Francisco 49ers seized their future, and the NFL was forever altered. So now I ask you, are you ready to see how a player like Terrence Steele, pulled from obscurity, could become the new face of a franchise? Do you understand the magnitude of this move? Because what I've just given you is only the beginning, the tip of an iceberg that, if fully exposed, will shatter everything you thought you knew about NFL trades. The next chapter in this saga is being written right now. And I promise you, If you stay tuned, if you keep your eyes and ears open, you will see history unfold before your very eyes. This isn't just a rumor. This is the real deal, an insider's look at a bombshell trade that could redefine the league's landscape forever. The clock is ticking. Prepare yourselves, because what's coming next will be nothing short of legendary. And remember, in the NFL, nothing is ever truly impossible. What's about to happen might just be the biggest football story of the decade. The next 48 hours will be crucial. Are you ready to witness it? Because once this news breaks wide open, everything changes. This is the moment history will remember, when Steele became more than just a guy on the roster. He became a legend. And the NFL, your favorite league, will never be the same again. Stay with me. The truth is just beginning to surface, and trust me, what I'm about to reveal next will leave you speechless.